Well, I'm gonna be facilitating, and you guys are gonna make whatever happens happens. That and the dice. Yeah. Welcome to session 35. 35. Wow. Of Joth. Okay, so last time we met, you guys had finally defeated the Grudge Guardian after first running into him almost 9 sessions ago, last August, in our time.
It's a lot of planning.
It's a lot of running, a lot of hiding.
It
but
was
but
experimentation
he
in the running.
it has become apparent that he is no longer hunting for you at night, your characters. And after a few days, the party, I guess, disperses. Everybody's got their own interests going on there. Trotter has headed back to Bricket Bottom. He's got some business ventures he's looking into that were hinted at last time, and we'll maybe see down the road what happens with that. Erig, I don't know what happened with Erig. We don't know yet. And Lauren, not really sure. But it's about 3 weeks later. I don't know if John, did you read any of the recap that I put up?
Did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just to kind of give everybody out there in YouTube land the 411 on all this, okay? It's now later in the month of the Apple Moon, which is like September. So it's the harvest month, and the leaves are starting to change in around the region. It's about 4 days before the full moon, and those of you that knew anything about the Well Witch who had come to Bricket Bottom, you know that she will be opening the portal back to the city of Joth on the full moon. So there's 4 days until that comes to pass. And Trotter has, I guess, gotten himself back to Bricket Bottom so that he can have a front row seat to that event. But in the meantime, other things have occurred. As I've mentioned, there are strange things being reported north of Stony Lonesome, which is the old tower at the north end of the Lake of Talons. And you also remember that Farmer Giles' son Tad, who was in the couple farms down from Farmer Tam's place, he sprouted one of those waxy, bony spiders out of his back after being bitten by one up near Stony Lonesome a few days prior to that. And also now there's more and more tales of this strange, fearful apparition that's wandering the east shore of the Lake of Talons, calling out and dragging its entrails along on the stony shore with bits of dry, dead driftwood entangled in it. Yeah, and Father Willem, who was the town, the village priest of Asgrim, who got thrown out of town after trying to insist that the villagers take retribution against the fairy folk and against Ignatius and against Ingra, the alchemist in town, the herbalist, or whatever she is. But he got tossed out, and he's taken up with the Long Fangs out at their hunting lodge, which has been completed in the last 3 weeks. And word has it that he's been trying to get the Long Fangs or whoever else he can get to head out to the tomb, the burial mound of Sir Esborn out there east of the Good Night's Rest Inn, and retrieve a magic sword that can be used to defeat the black dragon that's been roaming the region all summer long. And then we have word of goblins skulking around the western farms in the last few weeks as well, right? So that's where we're at. But tonight, you two, and so tonight we have Bomrick, I guess, is here with us.
That's right.
Right, John's dwarf, and we have Souphanousinphone. Sue. A druid call Sue. How do you do? That's right. And for whatever reason, Sue has found himself in Blackfish Bay, and there has been word all week that a band that had been playing up in Bricket Bottom, known as Hootie and the Dwarfish, have been hired to come to town and enthrall the crowds with their musical virtuosity, which has become famous over the last 3 weeks. Up in Bricket Bottom, you've heard tales of this strange blowfish that the band uses as a bagpipe. And you saw a poster, yes, yes. I- that's right, that's right. Where did I put that? It's up on the general page. The general page, I guess, back there a bit. Yeah, yeah, there it is. That's right, June 5th. That's right. I put that up there. That's right. They're coming to town, and this is the night. And there's a five copper piece cover charge there. Um, but I need to know. First things first, we need to know where they're actually playing, because are Hootie and the Dwarfish playing at the Sodden Coffer, or are they playing at Shenanigans, right? So for a second, Del, put on your Ignatius hat, your Ignatius caged fox hat, and would you have been interested in hiring this band?
Wisdom.
Now, I must say, in the interim time between our last session, Arn the blacksmith has finished your cage that contains the fox. Okay, on your head. All right.
So it can bite you, but you're still not sleeping.
Yeah, that's right. It can't bite you. You've got complete control over it, but it still can make a lot of noise at night when you're trying to sleep.
No. What is the fox thing?
So that's okay. So you would have want to have hired the band, eh? Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is we're going to make
Trying to
because
reason with the fox.
because Quentin over at the Sodden Copper also wanted to hire this band. All right. So let's see who they actually who got the best offer out there to the band, and where they're actually playing. So I want you just to make a charisma check, okay? And I'll make a charisma check for Quentin. He's got I'll tell you what his charisma is right now, and I'll write this down here. His charisma is a big 7. Ouch. Well, neither does he. So it looks like he's got a -1 to his check. So I'm gonna roll and take off 1. So I got 11. And what did?
Oh, it means he beat you by 1 because he got -1. Or
So that's a -1.
No,
And
it's all 5, isn't it?
well, you roll. Well, I'm just actually just adding the whatever the bonus or the penalty is for it, right? And then just like an opposed
Right.
thing.
Okay.
So a 9, eh? Yeah. All right. All right. So we'll say that you just barely outbid him. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Right. So Hootie and the Dwarfish are playing at Shenanigans this night, and the place is packed in anticipation of them arriving. And of course, you have very lots of patrons who are interested in seeing your caged fox now with your kind of I don't know, squarish, rectangular cage hat that's strapped to your chin, and what did we say we were calling the fox? You remember? He, what did he name that fox? Oh no.
Yeah, I must have,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I must
yeah.
have missed that session. I don't remember
No,
what it
no,
was.
it was just in our chat the other day.
Oh,
We were talking about it. Yeah. Oh well. Copper? Okay. Copper. Okay. Well, that's his full. Okay, there's your name. Okay. All right. Anyways, it's not important. We'll find it eventually. But yeah, you Scooter. He called it Scooter. That's that's right. No, that's right. The only things you have to worry about is the yapping and yimmering of the fox, and the occasional excrement running down the back of your head. But that's about it. Okay. Otherwise, it's fine. Okay. Okay. So anyways, the crowd is packed. Business is good, but as the evening wears on, Hootie and the dwarfish do not show up. And the crowd waits and waits, and then they get a little impatient with you, and you've got yeah, they were promised a show, and there's no show going on here. So, mhm, mhm. Yes, yes. So, as the evening carries on, the crowd gets, well, they get more drink into them, and they get more agitated about this. And it may take some of your silken words to calm them down. So, okay, anything to keep them. That's right. That's right. Okay, so I want you to make a charisma check. Roll under your charisma. We'll see if you can keep things under control.
is Dell playing Ignatius, or are we just determining what happened to
We're
the?
just determining what's happening kind of
Okay, all right.
beforehand. Okay, so okay, yeah, but you don't have your character sheet up in front of you, eh? Okay, hold on. Do we have one here? Let's see. No, no. All right, all right. Well, that's pretty average. So we'll just say that you were able to placate them, and eventually the place is emptied out late in the evening. The drunks all go home, and you're left there cleaning up. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. But as they all leave, you see there are a couple of stragglers, and one of them is sitting at the table with his feet not touching the ground. Looks like a dwarf sitting there. And that would be Bomrick. All
Yes.
right, and there's another character. I guess this other character's kind of tall and lanky, and at first you didn't see him because well he was holding a pose, uh, almost like a tree-like pose, you know. Yeah, Hmm. Right. Hmm. Right. So I'm going to take over Ignatius at this moment, okay, as an NPC. And basically, he sees these two guys left in his establishment, and he's wondering what the hell happened to his band that was supposed to be there tonight. And he makes an offer to, you know, pay Bomrick and the druid named Sue, uh, 50 gold pieces each if you could find out what the hell has happened to Hootie and the dwarfish.
Is there even a dwarf part of this band, or is this just a play on words?
Yeah, they were called Sweet. That's right. But yeah, but they changed their name after this blowfish showed up. I don't no no one here knows how. No one in town knows how they got this magical blowfish, but they became pretty popular pretty fast with yeah, full on bagpipe. Yeah,
Well,
electric bagpipe.
it doesn't surprise me that there's no actual dwarf involved. That a dwarf always keeps his business arrangements.
Mm, mm.
Well, I've got nothing going on. I would be happy to track down this Hootie.
Oh, you're asking that of Bomber? Mm.
I've
Oh.
How far north are we talking? Uh, I know the area a little when I passed through from Sunder, but I don't know it in and out. Well,
And you would
I mean,
describe if you were talking about the wax, okay? Uh, from where you were, Sue, you saw, if you look at the map here, you saw that the wax was right up against the western shore of the Warlock River, the upper Warlock River, okay? Coming down from Fort Bailey. So all this land here that I'm marking in yellow from your vantage point was wax. It hadn't crossed the river over
oh,
to the east side,
oh,
okay? But it was approaching the base of Stony Lonesome. Okay. Yeah. So in this area, beyond that, you couldn't tell because of the distances and just things got kind of vague. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. I see. Mhm. Mhm. I see. I see. So we'll just say that Ignatius will give you both 15 gold pieces up front.
Well,
15 up front to go look for them to pay for your supplies, and the rest when you find them.
where was it?
They were coming from Bricket Bottom, he says.
Hmm, yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Unfortunately, I too know the way there. I don't wish to return, but I guess for a reasonable sum, I'm willing to go through with it.
Ooh.
Um,
All right.
there's not many things more dangerous than what me and my compatriots recently dealt with, but well, you're paying. We're being paid to find them, not to rescue them. Correct? Looking at Ignatius.
Rescue.
Oh,
Uh, I
oh,
mean, you're assuming we need to know what happened to them. That's all he wants to know. Rescue would be well, that'd be a whole other thing. Uh, Not to say that if you took it upon yourselves to rescue them, that he wouldn't. He would make it worth your while, of course.
okay, very well. That's well. Go ahead.
Yes, yes,
Was this a multi-night gig?
yes. They're supposed to be appearing all week here. In fact, they were supposed to be here in the afternoon, and well, they never showed.
Well, it's possible they are drinking with the Long Fangs. That seems like the sort of thing the Long Fangs would do.
Mhm. Possibly, possibly. Musicians, you know how they are, right? I mean, you know, somewhere, no doubt.
Well, do you need to sober up, or shall we leave this evening?
Mhm. Well, no, it's not the full moon yet. It's well on its way, but you got about you know 3 or 4 nights till the full moon. But there's still enough moonlight there, I guess. It's all that. Hmm. Yeah, there is some moonlight. The moon. Okay, so you're gonna head up there tonight.
Yes, the last few weeks I have been trying to enjoy evening walks as much as I can. It's been such a long time since I last went.
Crammed up on a boat. Yeah. All right.
Well,
Okay.
let me run up to my room and grab my things, and I'm ready to go now if you are. Well, I don't think the man with the fox on his head is coming with us. He has a bar to clean up after.
the beast on his head. It is a sour creature, uh, and he tells you its name is Scooter. Yes, yes, a golden fox, and there's much tale to tell about that, he says. But
Well,
that's for another time.
all right. So, Bomrick is going to head upstairs
Mhm.
and put on his armor that he took from the Grudge Guardian's corpse.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right too. Oh yeah, the Grudge Guard. Now, did Ignatius ever see the Grudge Guardian, or did he retire before
Uh,
that?
I think I was well before.
That was what. Oh yeah, that was. He might have actually gone to the tomb the first time, but not actually encountered it because he retired right after that. Uh, yeah. He retired after session 24, which was back by dinner. Or- okay. He retired after they came back from Hereford. Okay, yeah, all right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so he's never seen that. So yeah, when you come down all decked out, looking like the Grudge Guardian with that helmet on and that armor, you don't scare the bejesus out of Ignatius. No. All right. But yeah, you're I don't know. How do you feel about wearing this armor that you've seen this spirit creature wearing in the past? Is that kind of
Uh, well, the first few nights when he saw himself posing in the mirror, like he jumped a few times after, when he was
right?
walking by and wasn't anticipating seeing it in the corner of his eye. But
Yeah.
he's gotten used to it in the downtime that he's had over the past
Right.
3 weeks. Um,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I mean, obviously, all his companions have probably haven't seen him wearing it, so he's looking forward to scaring the shit out of them when
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
opportunity provides.
Oh, I mean, he's got this huge battle axe, and this, yeah. Right.
Yes, it is quite some fine armor, if I do say so myself.
It is
Feel
actually.
free,
You're surprised. You're
feel free to
surprised.
correct it.
Yeah. You're surprised. Mhm. Mhm. Um, Bomrick, you're surprised that this armor is so light for how bulky it looks until you put it on, and you know enough about these things that you're pretty sure there's more to this armor than meets the eye. All right,
Mm, yes.
so whatever. But yeah, so you're not sure, but I'm just saying, like you've got a hunch. There's something special about this armor.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you're set, it's later in the evening, probably 10 o'clock, I would guess at this time. If you want to head out from Blackfish Bay, and was your plan to go to the Long Fang Hunting Lodge? Is that what it was?
Uh, that would probably be our first stop. I would imagine we would be able to make that before the sun comes back up. So, um, yeah. Oh,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
this time of night, there's not too many people on. You can see, actually, if we go to I haven't changed the map yet, but there are some changes underway in Blackfish Bay. Specifically, they seem to have been over the last couple of weeks. They've started to build up the gate area. They've repaired the gates and doors that were knocked down by the Grudge Guardian a few weeks ago, and they've been reinforcing and building more of a drawbridge idea here. Okay, in case there's anything coming towards them in the future. All right, so there's been lots of activity and carpentry work going on last
Anything
while.
being done with the former shrine of Asgrim?
Well, funny you should mention that because probably a week ago, a boat came upriver from Savory Cove, and there was four hooded individuals that kind of commandeered that area for themselves, and they've been keeping to themselves, doing some work there, cleaning the place up for their own purposes, but no one's really been able to figure out what they're doing. But somebody did spy that underneath their robes they were wearing some sort of scaled armor and had some sort of cudgel or mace around their hips, right? So, but yeah, they've just been kind of keeping very to themselves and you know cleaning up the place. All right.
We should keep our eyes on those stuff.
Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Right. Okay.
And Bomrick has his chest. He's really eating this up and has his chest puffed out
Mhm.
and is making dramatic swings of his arms as he walks through
Okay.
town.
Okay.
Mind the beard. Mind the beard.
Like,
Uh, yes, it's uh, a bit unkept, but it's a fine beard. You may need a bath and a good braiding.
All right. So you head out. You head out into the night. The druid and the dwarf, uh, out from Blackfish Bay towards the Longfang hunting lodge, and yeah. So there is a moon in the sky, not quite full, but getting there. So it's kind of lighting your way. And we will roll six-sided dice to see if there is anything. Yeah, why don't you guys roll it? Because I
Okay,
don't always want to be the bad guy, I mean,
a
it's
4.
it's a 4. Okay, so it's a nice uh, evening's walk to the Longfang Lodge. As I said, the leaves are already starting to change, right? It's early fall, and you eventually see the lights of the lodge and the fire pit outside of it. All right. Mhm.
Every
Right.
time, and every time Sue begins, Bomberic's eyes make a roll almost into the back of his head.
Okay.
It's quite apparent in the moonlight. Yeah.
All right. So the dwarf in his impressive armor and carrying that huge axe and the druid sporadically striking a pose, a tree-like pose as you continue on to the hunting lodge and you approach the building and the fire, and there are a couple of Longfangs sitting around the fire, uh, talking to themselves when they see you two come out of the darkness. Right, right. Okay.
That
Let's
they
see.
already saw us.
Let's see if I'm gonna. Okay, now the Grudge Guardian had come this way before into this
Okay.
camp,
Mhm.
and now you're walking up, kind of dressed just like it. Okay, so
Okay.
did these two guys see this the last time? I think there's a 50-50. There's a
Yes.
chance, a 3 in 6
Okay.
chance that they saw the Grudge Guardian. Let's see.
Okay.
They immediately stand up from their logs that they're sitting on around the fire and draw their weapons and start yelling out, "It's back! It's back! To arms! To arms!" And they start running towards you. Some pantomime of distraction. Okay. Right.
I
Okay.
I will not run from these fools, and I pull my helmet off and say, "Careful, my, my hunters. I am not the beast that you saw in this armor previously. I've
Okay.
dispatched it."
Let us see if you get your words out before they get to you.
All
Roll
right.
initiative.
Okay.
Roll a 5. You rolled a 2.
Two.
All right. So they will be upon you before you have your helmet off.
All right. I will
Okay.
need. I will
Yes.
need to know what the AC. I don't know what the AC of this armor is. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see where I got go here because he had a. What's his armor class? His armor class was 15.
Okay, so it's the same as what I have now. Okay, so it's just function as chainmail.
There you go.
That's what I had. Okay, all right.
Yep.
So
Okay.
mine is actually 16.
All right. So they are upon you, and they are focused on you because, yeah, maybe they're not really too interested in the tree guy at this point.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
So they have the initiative, and the first one swings at you. Rolls a 13, so that's going to miss. And the second one, oh, okay.
Sword just
Roll.
shatters on the.
um, yeah, well, there's no
That's okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, it's just a total miss. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so now you have the chance either to continue as you're going to do, taking off your helmet and revealing yourself, or retaliate.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't even drawn my axe, so
Okay.
you know, I just with my left hand I just grab. I imagine there's horns on these. I think there's
Hmm.
horns on the helmet, so I just use that to pull the helm off, and I say, "You fools! I am not the creature that came here prior. I have dispatched it and bear its armor. Don't you
Make
recognize me?"
make
Since he-
make a charisma check.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I would give a bonus to that because of your yeah, cooperating a story. So a good success for Bomrick, and these two long fangs immediately lower their arms and begin to apologize profusely. But you looked exactly like the creature that had attacked our camp previously. We apologize. Please come
So,
to the fire. We will give you food and drink.
uh, no, no worries, my friends. We are here seeking a band of roaming bards that were expected at Blackfish Bay. I would I would appreciate some drink. And he
Very well.
approaches
Very
the
well.
fire and
Very well.
waves to Sue to stop posing as, or no, he stopped posing as a tree.
Yeah.
So he's going
Yeah.
to wave to Sue to come with him.
Okay. Yeah. So they show you to the fire, and in short time they bring you some ale and maybe some bread to eat. And they ask you again, what is this about a band of bards?
I'd say they call themselves, and he shakes his head in disappointment that he's repeating this. Hootie and the Dwarfish.
And
They were
they,
traveling from Bricket Bottom to Blackfish Bay.
let's see. Oh, wait, yes, says one of them. I remember a letter coming through a day or so ago uh, that was being carried from the Bricket Bottom to Blackfish, and the carrier had mentioned how this Hootie, whoever he is, was quite had quite a following up there in Bricket Bottom, and he couldn't wait to see him perform with his dwarvish backup band in Blackfish Bay. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. But
backup bat? I hadn't heard of that.
that's what I heard. Hootie is some sort of Sigurd of some sort or something. I don't know. And the dwarves are his backup band. Isn't that right? He says to his companion. His companion says, "Well, I don't really know for sure. I don't follow the modern music scene, so I really don't know." Uh, right.
Oh,
Hmm. Right. Right. And yeah. Now you remember when you were farther up near Bricket Bottom, how it was so quiet up there. It's not near the same here. Okay, you can still hear the crickets at night, and the occasional snap of twigs in the woods as a rather light creature or two, makes its way through the underbrush. Yeah, so there's definitely wildlife in the area here. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Okay. Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah. So, as I said, the two guards, one of them has indeed heard of Hootie and the Dwarfish, uh, but they have not. They haven't seen them pass through.
do you remember how long ago you saw this litter bearer heading towards Blackfish Bay?
Oh, 3 days ago, maybe, something like that. Yeah. Uh, on horseback. Yeah, riding down from the bottom, if I recall. What was his name? Albig, Auberg. Auberg. That's what his name was. Auberg. I remember that. Yeah. His name was Auberg, and he was a young lad, but very proud that he'd been giving this prestigious task of of carrying this letter from the bottom to Blackfish. Yes, so he was quite excited that the band was going to come play down there. Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Uh,
perhaps they got lost between here and the bottom. Uh,
uh, maybe.
have you seen anyone travel through the area at all recently, besides us and this Auberg man?
And then the other guard kind of like goes, "Oh, uh, you remember that couple?" He says to the other guy, he says, "You know, the redhead and the other guy, oh gosh, guy who's you know, the weird guy they always talk about with the tentacle arm, the and the other guy's like, oh yes, that's right,
I'm
those
sorry,
two, yes,
tentacle arm.
yes. There was this couple that came through a few days ago too. They were headed north. There was this rather Amazonian. He doesn't use that term, but that's what I'm going to use. This Amazonian redhead, and this other gent who's been become quite known through the region because the pixies, the fairies of the East Woods, they turned his one of his arms into a octopus arm. They
Towards
came through.
unfortunate.
Yes, but yes, he was trying to hide it. We could tell, but you can't hide. I mean, the darn thing's about 10 feet long. Gosh.
Lord.
Yes, I
Well,
know. But yes, they
oh,
were.
was that before or after Aubrey came through?
I think it was after, if I recall right. Yes.
All right. Well, very well. I appreciate the ale and bread.
Oh, and
Um,
of course, the Father Vellum and a few of our own went
well,
that way too in the last few days too.
oh, and they were headed towards Bricket Bottom.
They were headed in that direction. I think they were actually headed towards Sir Esbern's burial mound.
Hmm. What business did they have over there?
Uh, and they kind of look at each other and they're like, well, uh, if I can't really, I shouldn't have even said anything about that. And the other guy like gives him a dirty look, like, yeah, like you shouldn't have even been talking about that. So never mind. But guys, I just have to step out for a minute because my son is not going to sleep like he should be. So just give me a minute, okay? All right, back in a second.
So Della Sue is a druid, or is he just a cleric who worships? Okay, yeah, yeah. The description definitely made it sound like a druid, which is why I thought he might be. Does he do that by pissing on like tall plants and trees? Oh, okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Well, wait, where is the circle at again? In the Okay. Must be must be another map that I have handy. Oh, okay. Oh, there's Stony Lonesome. Okay, he drew over in the yellow. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. We kill the trees in the middle. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that this is the first my first introduction to the wax because I heard it in the setup, but I wasn't in the first like I think I started around session maybe 20 or something like that. So it's I didn't have any these introductions to the wax yet. So okay, right, right. Mm, mm, okay,
And you were in Ravenscliff too for a short time. You know. Oh, that was cruel. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, the I don't know. I think the campaign kind of finally got its footing when we came into this area, you know, and it's kind of settled down enough where the characters have had surviving enough that they have stories that are being told. It's just not like quick deaths and you don't know who they are and they've got no history behind them. But now they're getting history behind them, personal history. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. They provide the creatures for the trial pits. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
where was that lizard that was over a bridge? What area was
Oh,
that?
that was over here. Here.
That was also in oh, that was there. Okay, yeah. I thought that wasn't quite as far north
No, that was
as you guys
yeah,
were
that's where
talking.
Torku's log was. That's
Right.
where they
Right.
found the where Trotter found the boat that
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That got repaired and that's right. Hmm. Yeah, and fix it up. That's right. Okay, so yeah, these two Longfang guards are obviously they shouldn't have been telling you about where Father Willem and some of the other Longfangs had gone, which is Sir Esborn's Mound, which is off the map over here. Okay. Uh, yeah. So they shut up about that, and yeah, really, that's all they've seen as far as travelers on the road. Okay.
All right.
They tell you you're welcome to stay the rest of the evening. It's it's pretty late. You know, it's well into the early hours of the next morning, right? So you can
Well,
make yourself.
I think I should find my compatriots and see what he's up to before I
Oh my gosh, yeah. he's
he
he's
turns
right
around and
there.
jumps.
Mm, mm, right.
Uh, excuse him. He's I think he's new to the area. So, but thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate the information, and don't worry about your aggression earlier. It's completely forgotten.
Oh,
And
thank you, thank you. Yes,
excuses
please,
himself.
please sleep by the fire, and we will maintain guard for the rest of our watch.
Oh no, no, that's quite all right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And he excuses himself and heads back to where Sue stepped out into the moonlight from the shadows of the tree.
Okay, so you're going to continue your way on.
Uh, yes.
Okay. Uh,
There's been some people through the area, and one was quite aware of this band that was supposed to be headed to Blackfish Bay, but I did not get anything of any consequence. That at least obvious consequence. I think we should continue on our way to Brickett's Bottom.
mhm. Okay.
Well, you seem to be in a hurry, so I'll walk as quickly as a dwarf can. And he starts trying to, walk at pace and a half or something
Mhm.
towards Bricket Bottom.
Right. Mhm. Okay. So, right. Uh, as you continue up the road, you see to your right that the trail, really a trail, is on the right side of it is the edge of what they call the East Woods. Okay, the map looks like it's sparse, but it's not. It's heavier wooded area. All right, um, and a while later, you wind up at this crossroads here. Okay,
Okay.
and there you near the crossroads in the moonlight, you see. Uh, I don't know. It looks like a pile of cloth, of clothing, and something else kind of lying there. Uh, mhm. Right, right, right. It becomes apparent that it's a body, uh, but it looks like it's been there a while. All right. a long while. It's almost, in this late summer, early fall weather, it doesn't take long for things to break down. And yeah, so there's there's you know scant traces of gray hair on its scalp. Um, just yeah, it's a very rotted body. It's almost dried right out by this point. Okay. Yes, no, no. The ambiance, yeah. There's still the sounds of crickets and other insects and frogs and such. Uh, yeah, yeah. It's right.
Yes.
Not so
Okay.
much bloated at this point. No, no, no. Like I said, very dried out and smushed into the ground. Uh, yeah.
What's
A husk. I don't want to give you the wrong impression. Okay, not a husk like one of the victims of a wax spider. Okay. No, no. It's just a body that's lying in the grass there, and it's been there for a long time. Been picked over by various scavengers and such. Right. Yeah. So it's been there weeks
has
for sure.
has there has there been talk in town of this body here? Because I mean, it seems like this is a fairly well traveled road, at least by multiple people a day.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's see. Let's see if anybody. Okay. So no, no one's actually been mentioning it for some reason. I mean, it's not right in the middle of the road. Okay,
Okay.
it's off a little bit, but um, don't know why no one's been mentioning it. Really. Um,
Well, since Bombrick is very curious as to what this thing is, he's going to take out off his battle axe, and I assume the body is kind of face down, which is why we thought it was a pile of clothes. Is it
yeah,
like when you see its
yeah.
face?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's just see here. Um. Oh, you weren't there. Okay, that's why you don't know what this is. Do you know
Okay,
what
so
this is?
something,
Do
something.
metagaming meta here? Do you know what this is?
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, because you weren't here for this
Maybe
session.
I, maybe I
Yeah.
should. I don't know, but
No, I
it's not ringing
maybe
any bells.
no, it's not. So that's okay. Nope. You actually, this happened when you were not around.
Okay.
Okay. So
So,
okay.
yeah, so I'm gonna take the blade of, my axe
Right.
and uh kind of, reach forward and try to like roll the body so that
Roll the body, but not in
we
the
can
DCC
expose
fashion. Right.
right. So we can kind of, get a better look at its
Yes.
face and, what
Yes.
is contained inside of this cloth the clothes.
Okay. All right. And of course, a nasty smell kind of comes up as you pry it out of the ground. you know. And yes, so it appears to be the body of a older gentleman. Um, you kind of guess, sparsely haired, and there is oh yes, and there's some sort of symbol hanging from a chain around its neck, and it looks like he was bound up in some sort of tarp that's been that has been torn open by scavengers. Okay, but there's still this symbol, and if you make a intelligence check, either one of you, maybe you'll know what this symbol is.
All right.
Mhm. Okay, that was you, Bomrick?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so, yes, okay. You realize that this is the holy symbol of the goddess Kittix, who is the goddess of festivals. I'm not really sure what this holy symbol looks like.
A balloon.
What, 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 yeah, make a suggestion. That's fine. Yeah, great. What is it? Okay, a fruit horn. Okay,
Yeah.
a cornucopia.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here, I'll add that to the thing on gods. Holy symbol. There we go. Let's see. Cornucopia. There we go. All right. All right. Now, so it appears that this person was a follower of Kittix. And now you can both make an intelligence check because that might kind of jar some memories. Okay.
Okay, so another one.
Another one, yes, please.
Right.
Okay, so success, bomb wreck again. Dell, is that underneath your intelligence? No. Okay, so not you. You haven't been around town that much, right? But Bomber, you do remember that there was a time, and I don't know if it was at Shenanigans or it was at the Sod and Coffer. For a time, there was a lot of people talking about these Kittix Club sandwiches that were like this breaded fish sandwich that was being made by this priest or cleric of Kittix, who was drawing quite a bit of business and attention to his goddess for a little while. And now you remember hearing in town that he had in fact died on this road a month or so ago.
I wonder why no one has found his body till now. Perhaps it was exhumed or is partially buried and exhumed by scavengers. Well, no matter. I will pull out a one of my flasks of oil and perform the dwarven burial rite, which is to dump it all over the body and light it on fire.
Okay, subtle. All right.
I'm performing it. I'm blessing its body. I don't know. My mother taught me this. Uh, this will help it along. I shall Lions Club.
Is the body lit? Have you lit the body?
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, you're having this discussion after you've lit the body.
While it's burning.
Oh,
while
yeah,
it's burning.
okay, yes. Okay, so listen. Okay. Why don't you roll a d12, please?
Okay.
While you're bantering back and forth each other around the 3.
3.
Yeah. As the body is lit, and you're standing there in the firelight of it, you see in the grass, not far off from where you are, you see something glistening. And what you see is something of an amberish color. And it appears to be there's wax. At least in this area that you can tell, trailing off into the darkness.
Okay, so it's lit by the fire.
That's how you can see it.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you can't tell how far back it goes, but it's up to this area here.
Hmm. What is Sue's reaction to this?
Yeah, you'd see it. Yep, you'd see it in the firelight. Mhm. It stretches out beyond the firelight.
So
Okay, so it's it okay, all right. So it seems to be a few inches thick on the ground, all right, and you can see on its very edge where it touches anything organic that the organic matter is burned, all right. But you tap your stick on it and there's a bit of a crust to it. Okay. If you do that forcibly, eventually it'll poke through and and um it's almost like it's very slowly starts to try and climb up your staff a few inches in that time that it's poked in. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Into the
what it was your,
wax.
I thought it was your staff. Wasn't it your staff? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's giving up his staff. Okay, and it doesn't seem to be like eating the staff, like it's not burning up or melting so much, but it is. You can just see it slowly enveloping it. Okay, it would take probably a few minutes. It's lying on top of it, on top of the crust, and the portion that broke through the crust is just slowly making its way up the length of that staff. All right, trying to envelope it. Okay. And yeah, you can see in the dwindling firelight from the body of this cleric of Kiddix that the wax goes out into the distance, far beyond the firelight. Okay, well, to the edge of your firelight, I guess you'd say, right?
This is
So
this
yes.
is what you're concerned over for your home. If it's pressed this far, it may have already taken your home. Uh-oh. Uh Dell, I think you're muted.
Dell, you're muted. Yes, and Sue, this is when you do notice that it is very quiet here all now. It wasn't so much down by the Longfang camp, but now that you start thinking about it, it's quiet here again.
I I don't hear anything.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. it's like I said, to the edge of that firelight, you can see it, right?
So, uh, what once Sue points us out, Bomberk is going to grab a torch out of his pack and light it off of the burning body,
Right.
and start following the trying to determine the borders of this wax, and whether it
Mhm.
completely, this trail that goes up to the northwest, whether it like completely enveloped that whole area.
Yeah, okay,
Or
so you can see that it seems to go down to the water,
okay,
okay? And I mean, how far do you want to go? It doesn't go much. It's like it's from around the road, over the road a little bit, going down towards the water, right? Trailing
okay,
off that way.
okay, but it doesn't go further east than where the body was.
No, it doesn't go further east than that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be honest with you, Sue. I don't give a damn about this hootie or his dwarffish. If you want to make haste to your home right now, I'm willing to follow you.
Now, just so you realize, Sue, your home, the the woods that I mentioned there, the Lorogden woods are over to the west of the. No, they're over here. Okay.
Oh, west of the old temple.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're feared. So somehow it's crossed because from what you saw, it was on the west side of that river. So it's now seemingly it's somehow crossed the river. Which then this is what I love about this game. It's totally random. I didn't know because that was all just random that came up. So it's crossed the river. I don't know why yet, but it's here. Yeah, you're not now. No. Yeah, well, looking that way, I mean, you will see, of course, you'll see a little bit of lights from Blackfish Bay, but you'll also see that there is light here, kind of like firelight.
Are there? Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. The
Oh, the
fairy,
demon lights?
yeah, or the demon lights. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're still glowing. Yep.
Okay. Well, isn't there isn't there a land bridge that goes across the two sides of the river? I swear I heard my compatriots speaking of this place. Uh, I I I know the general area, but I've never been here myself. But I'm willing to do what I can, and so I think I'm going to lead and kind of keep the wax in like 20 or 30 feet of us, like just
Right,
so that you can kind of see where the twinkling begins,
right. Okay,
and follow on the eastern side of this road that goes northwest up to
okay, okay. All right. So you're gonna follow that, and you will see Okay, so pretty much it's gonna. I mean, you're not gonna be able to tell how far down it goes towards the shore.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's pretty much following the line of this path. Okay, but it hasn't crossed the land bridge. Okay. So you might assume that it goes all the way down to the water's edge, but it does not cross that land bridge. It seems to be coming more so from underneath on
Okay.
the eastern shore of that river. Okay. This here is a little ruins of a guardhouse of some sort. Okay. It's really just a couple of walls. That's all that's left. And you can see there is this natural land bridge that goes across. And in the distance on the other side, you can see firelight. Okay. Now it's going to be, at this point, you're going to be, the sun's going to be coming up pretty soon. And you guys will be pretty tired. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right.
So was the light right on the other side of the bridge, or was it down the hill
No, it
closer
was
to
down
the?
lower. It's
Okay.
like down lower here. Okay.
Perhaps we could take some cover in these trees and get some rest.
Mhm.
All right. As long as one of us is comfortable.
Right. So are you doing this prior to crossing the bridge? You're resting in
I
a
think,
copse of trees?
yeah, I think we just to just to clarify, Dell, I was thinking we cross the bridge and then hide in some trees within eyesight of where the campfire was. Is that what you were thinking? Okay, then yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So like right here, Todd.
Sure. Okay. So then this encampment would be, well, yeah, you'll start to see if there's an encampment because the sun's coming up. Will be below you. Okay. In this area here. All right. So you're going to hide there and try and get some sleep for a few hours.
Yes. In shifts.
Shifts.
So not much sleep. But
Okay.
is it obvious like how large of an encampment it is? Like,
Yeah, it's
is it
not very large.
dozens or?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
It's a single tent.
Oh, okay.
Single big canvas tent with a fire outside of it. Yeah. Okay. And as the sun comes up from your vantage point, you get to see a little bit more of Stony Lonesome from where you are. You see this. Okay. Up the hill from you. Okay. We'll go back to the map here. Bob, 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 Bob. Is that it? Yeah. Anyways, okay. So yeah, I just want to check and see if you're interrupted in your rest time. No, you aren't. So, uh, yeah, probably get maybe 3 or 4 hours rest total between the two of you. Okay, so it's only a couple of hours. But yeah, down below, you see a single tent. You're up in the trees. You can see a large gentleman moving around the fire down there, stoking it. Are there strains of bagpipes? No, there's no strains of bagpipes.
Is there? I mean, does he seem to be just like preparing his breakfast or something? Like what is
Yeah, he
he?
just seems to
What is he
be
doing?
tending the fire and making some food, and then he gets it and takes it inside the tent.
Okay.
And you can tell he's calling out to somebody in the tent or other persons in the tent.
Perhaps while he's in this tent, we should make haste and head back to your circle and get out of his line of sight.
No, you don't see a boat down on the lake or under the bridge or anything like that. Okay. No, you don't see any ponies. All right. Um, and then presently, um, he comes out, and another gentleman comes out, a dark-skinned man with white hair comes out, and he's eating from a bowl, and they're looking across to the east side of the lake, and you can see uh, they're kind of tracking. They're looking at the progress of the wax. Okay. And in the daylight, the morning light, you can see that indeed the wax is all the way down to the water's edge.
Mm.
Uh, yes, the remnants of trees are. Okay, the wax has climbed them and stripped them of everything. Okay, in this area, yeah, in this area, there are animal sounds. Hmm. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right. Well,
right. Okay,
well,
so you
that's
guys are gonna go towards the
yes.
Smaragdin Woods. Okay. All right. That's right. You are a member of the Nephrite Circle. Okay. So you'll start traveling then westward. Let's see where we are. I've been lucky and not really encountering. Here. Okay. All right. So we need to do two checks before you get to the edge of the woods. First check. Whoop.
That's fair.
Oh, roll a 12-sided dice, John.
All right.
You be the decider of this. Uh oh, okay. All right.
Be violent. Another one.
So as you're traveling, probably in around this area here, okay, say, uh you in the trees, poking in and out, following you on either side of your direction of movement, you can see that there's there's wolves. It's quite apparent there are wolves on your trail. Okay, they're kind of following you parallel to your path. Okay, on either side.
Can't stand those hairy things. What should we do?
Mhm. Ye- did he? Hmm. Where are you here? Okay, let's see. What I don't even have you in my spreadsheet here for XP. Okay, so that was when you and Quinlan were. That's weird. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I see it. A weird death. Okay, that's it. All right. So, and he's first, or is he second level? He did? Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that would have been session 32 that he first came into the story. All right. So your question was what? No, no, no. These aren't the black hounds that were with the elves. Okay. Well, what can you do as a druid? Right. Okay. I'm going to right. Well, let's see. Let's roll eight-sided dice and see how many you actually spot. Okay, how many you determine are out there.
You doing that? You want us to? Okay.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh, oi. All right, so you figure there's 8 wolves out there tracking you. Okay. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No. Right, right. Okay. And as you continue on, you can see that they start to get closer and closer on either side. You know, kind of like they're making little movements closer in to see if you're going to do anything to
And
kind of check
Bomber.
out. Yeah.
So as they get close, Bomber's gonna like yell at him like with a war cry every time they try to press in closer to try to scare them off.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Um. Okay. So okay, we'll roll for morale then. Okay, just to see if that kind of does anything for them. Okay. So 2d6. Okay, so let's see. So high morale. Let me just get this mixed up. It's high morale. That means they don't back off because you always roll below their morale. So I just rolled below their morale, anyways, of 8. So that's not putting them off. Okay, so they're they're not being dissuaded by your hoots and howls. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So um, I guess it gets to the point where you have to decide whether you're gonna stand your ground or you're going to get up in a tree or what, right? Well, you're in around here. I mean, this is all rough approximations, right? Right? But no, no, no. But you can see to the north of you. You can see a very prominent cave opening. Cave opening.
Maybe that's where they came from. Yeah. Well, we I don't want to get surrounded, so we can either put trees behind us or a cave. Uh, Not very quickly. Maybe I'm going if I'm going to die, I'd rather die underground. I say we go for the cave.
Okay. All right. So, all right. All right. So you turn north and uphill towards this this cave opening, and very soon it becomes apparent that they are holding back. It's as if something is repelling them. Okay.
Inside the cave.
And as you get closer, you see signs of damage to the trees in this vicinity. Okay.
How big is this cave?
Oh, it's a good size opening. Okay.
I don't
And
what does good size mean? Like 12 feet, 30 feet,
what, I mean
60 feet?
across?
Yeah.
It's probably about, I don't know, 15 feet across and
Okay.
10 feet tall.
Okay.
Well, they're splintered and almost like they're melted.
Hmm. Oh, it's the dragon.
And as you're
Well,
saying that, you step into a pile of scat that's quite large. And uh,
don't
uh, yeah, sure.
don't you don't you live around here and you don't know you got a dragon next door? I I don't think it's going to find much enticement in a small group of wolves.
The wolves are like they're not following at this point. Okay,
Well,
uh,
uh,
they sense something and they're like holding back and whimpering a little bit.
maybe we should give them a wide berth and keep going. I'd rather deal with 8 wolves than a dragon.
Fair and balanced. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? You now that you mention it, you smell you, reptilian, that kind of reptilian funk, you know. Uh, and no, there's not any smoke or anything coming out of the. But the scat's pretty large. I mean, it's probably I don't know, a 2 foot round, patty, right? All right, so you're trying to put the scat
Actually,
in.
I
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
I just had a thought. I've seen you rub very disgusting things on yourself.
My God. Oh, no.
Do you think this scat will do the same for us and keep the wolves away?
Jesus, I hadn't even thought of that.
So, so Bomrick
Oh
follows
my
suit and is
gosh.
trying to stop himself from vomiting
Yeah.
as
Oh,
he
no, no. Make a constitution roll.
okay. And well, he's more than the disgust. He's more upset about ruining his armor.
Armor.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, yeah, you're fine. So you're 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 smearing all this stuff on you. Oh yeah. It's it's just like the Walking Dead, when they put the
Yeah.
zombie guts all over them. Oh my gosh. So yes, now you're covered. There you go. Nature's Wolfbane. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, yeah, yeah. You will not be bothered by the wolves. Oh my lord. That's good. Okay. All right. So yeah, you leave the wolves behind. All right. Okay, that was your first roll on your way to the your woods there. Uh,
Hey, the dragon already does it for you. You just have to come collect it.
yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Do you anything else on the way to the woods? Oh boy. No. Nope. Everything seems to give you guys a wide path. And in time you see the edge of your sacred woods. All right. Which well, we're gonna put it here. Yes, yes. All right. And yeah, so in a short time, your path is blocked by a gentleman in similar robes to your own, who just seems to like just step out of nowhere. I mean, you know, yeah, you know. No, no, he's not threatening anyway. He's another bearded gentleman in robes like yourself. Yeah, yeah. Oh yes, yes, it's Musa Lusa Fusa Gnome. Yes, it's Musa Lusa Fusiphone. Um yes, he he's kind of got that Christopher Lee as Sauron kind of look, but in, dark brown robes, okay? He's just looking at you with his eyes wide. And yeah, he's one of the druids, right? He's no, he's he's not one of the leaders. He's just one of them. He's kind of got that similar kind of look. "Mm, you must." He, Yes, and he bows to the dwarf, and then says to you, "You have the odor of the dragon upon you. We must cleanse you of it."
I'm more than happy to be cleansed of it as
Come,
quickly as possible.
come. We shall. That is not wolfbane, my friend. Be that as it may. Come to the sacred waterfall, and we will cleanse you. And the sacred woods where you will find eventually the nephrite circle. And that, I think, is where we should stop for the night. That's a good stopping spot. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Well, that part about rubbing the dragon crap on you, I thought that was just priceless. My God. Jeez.
Yeah, yeah. It occurred to me at the last minute to come up with that.
Yeah. Wow, that's man, oh man, that changed the situation. I was I it's now the wax is on this side of the river, and that was yeah, so that's changing things too for us. So wow, let's see that. Well, yeah, we'll have to see what happens when you address the circle of druids next time. So yeah, cool. And you both survived. And you and you got. I mean, this is the thing I love about this is that I don't know what's going to happen, and you guys take it totally in a different direction. Now we're off this way, and the wax is here, and we still don't know what happened to Hootie and the dwarfish. Love it. I'm playing along. I'm playing along at home with you, so that's what I mean. It's just great. You know? Yeah, that's
good.
great. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well then, yeah. Now I've got to figure out how that happened, and you know. Yeah, that's true, because he wanted to have his little boat business docking over here somewhere, over here, and that's not going to happen. So, oh boy, it's gonna... That's cool. Yeah, yeah, and yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's what you got to do after a while, is make changes. All right. Well, thanks, gents. That was a pleasure. We'll reconvene next Tuesday for Simburum, those who can make it. John, you're on holiday, so enjoy your 14-hour flight to New Zealand. Best of luck with that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Send
Once I get
pictures.
through it. Oh yeah, I'll definitely send pictures.
Yeah, pictures of the Hobbit hole.
Oh yeah, I'll send that almost right away.
Okay. All right. All right, my friends.
All right.
I gotta go, but yeah, have a good evening
All right.
and a
Thanks,
good
guys.
week. All
Yep,
right.
you too.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye.
Good night.